All right, today we're doing something a little different. We're going to deconstruct this one single, really fascinating ad that was spotted on the streets of London. Now, this isn't for a new phone, it's not for a fast food chain, it's offering to solve problems like, curses and negative energy with black magic removal. So, how in the world does an ad for a service like this even work? Let's break it down. Every good advertisement starts by pointing out a problem, right? It's a pain point that it promises to fix. So, when we look at this ad for a black magic specialist, what's the actual problem it's claiming it can solve for you?
Okay, so first things first. Let's look at how the ad frames the problem. This isn't something you can see or touch. It's all about what the ad calls a problem of energy. The ad gets right to it. It gives the problem a name, a villain, if you will, black magic. And it defines it as this force that's responsible for curses and all that bad negative energy. By giving it a name, the ad makes this kind of vague, intangible feeling seem like a real concrete threat.
So, what does this black magic actually do? Well, according to the ad, it's responsible for some really personal, deeply felt issues. Feeling like you're cursed, being surrounded by negative energies, having your peace totally disrupted, and losing that sense of harmony in your life. It's a very specific diagnosis for a spiritual kind of problem.
Okay, so once an ad sets up a problem, what's next? It's got to give you the solution. And in this case, the solution isn't some product you buy off a shelf. It's a person. So let's meet the specialist.
And the answer to all this negative energy, the ad presents one single solution, an individual named Pandit Prem Kumar. He's positioned as the expert, the one person who can come in and fix all of this.
So how do you establish authority for something like this? I mean, it's not like you can show a PhD in magic removal, right? The ad uses a simple but really powerful credential. It calls him a renowned astrologer. And that one phrase, that's designed to build instant credibility and signal that this guy has a high level of expertise.
So we've got the problem, and we've got the expert. But what does he actually do? Let's take a look at the specific remedies that the ad says he offers.
The method is laid out as this kind of two-pronged attack. First, he's going to offer powerful remedies. Those are meant to directly fight the negative energies. And second, he provides effective spiritual healing, which sounds like it's to repair the damage and help you get back on your feet. And now we get to the real core of any advertisement, the promise. What's the ultimate outcome? What are you supposed to get out of all this?
This right here is the ad's main pitch. It's a simple, powerful transformation. You go from a state of being plagued by curses and negative energy to a promised outcome of restored peace and harmony. It's a journey from chaos back to calm.
Now, this is a really important question. I mean, when you're dealing with something so intangible, something like spiritual healing, trust is everything. So how does the language in this ad actually work to build your confidence and reassure you? The ad uses some very specific keywords to build that trust. It promises the service is confidential, which is, super important for personal problems. It says it's result-oriented, so it's focused on getting you a real outcome. And then it adds a bit of social proof, claiming he's trusted by many across London.
And finally, we get to the call to action. After setting up the problem, the solution, and the promise, the ad gives you the practical, nitty-gritty details on how you can actually get in touch with the specialist. And here are those details. The business name is, and you just have to appreciate the confidence here, top best astrologer in UK, Pandit Prem Kumar. The address is at Shepherd's Bush Market in London. And of course, there's a direct phone number. This is that final step, giving a potential client everything they need to take action. And that brings us to our final question. We've taken this out apart, we've looked at the how and the what, but now let's think about the why. What does the existence of a service like this, advertised so openly in a massive global city like London, what does that reveal about the diverse and often unseen spiritual needs and belief systems that are all coexisting in our modern world? Definitely something to think about.